Yikes. Hey, y'all. I'm a little late, but that's all right. Let's do a new one. I'll be fixing this up. I was running my mouth on the telephone. So let's create banner. Still. Do. I wonder, can you put the Christmas? Oh, probably not. That and banner. Show. Do. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Hey, Tommy. Hey, Virginie. Hey, y'all, come on in here. I was running a little late, so I'm trying to get everything situated. I don't even know if y'all can, yeah, I think you can hear me over the music. Let me turn this music off. Y'all done shopping? Yes, that. That. Yes. Hey, y'all. Ooh, warm all of a sudden. Y'all done with y'all shopping? Well, y'all might have a couple more hours to get the last minute stuff done. Barely do it when the next person's here. I know that's right. I'm the present. I don't celebrate Christmas. So, I'm doing what I want to do today. Yeah, I'm celebrating Christmas. Yeah. Yeah. Tell me, all right. Is that better? BB Bigs. Is the sound better? I know it's a little lag, so let me know if you can much better. Okay. Yeah, because I was on the phone. Well, I wasn't on my laptop, so that shouldn't I was on a WhatsApp call. And so caught in the matrix. Okay. All right. All right, cool. Today our internet has been kind of hey, golden water lily. Yes, I was multitasking. I was yapping and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm here. But I got to. Um, in a few minutes, I'm gonna turn that ceiling fan on because it was kind of decent today. But yeah, hope y'all done. Get y'all thug thizzle. And I was going to try to do now. I don't see nice in Egypt because I was going to do it at night and have me a little glass of wine. You ain't heard it from me, but I was going to have me a little red wine. So I drank my wine. And she said, come in the morning because she's like, are y'all cold? It's cold where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where are y'all watching from? I see look like the whole United States is frigidly cold. Yes. So I don't know. Still say I've got these things, but I don't know if I'm even. Somebody give me a thumbs up or something and let me know because it's showing like there's nobody in here. But anyway. So when y'all watch the replay, y'all answer the question. Okay, you in Texas, Detroit, the big D. Yes, my hometown, metropolitan Detroit, the Clemens. Yeah, a few yesterday, not too bad. Are you in the Caribbean for the holiday, Virginia? Or is London not? Are you still in the UK somewhere? Just not London. Y'all talking. I don't know what's going on. Everything is acting really weird because it's like saying I'm in here by myself, but y'all typing. Yeah, so I had a bunch of stuff to say because y'all know I'm unorganized like a mug. I didn't come on last week. I was very tired. And I was thinking of stuff. There was stuff to be said. And maybe if I look in the page. It's good to me. Okay. All right, Thomas. If you good, then we should all be good. And I can't find my list because there was some things that I had peeped and some things that I was watching, and I had some stuff to say about it. And of course, I can't find the list because I'm that organized. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? I've been doing my journaling and I didn't do it yesterday because I got caught up and I don't see it. I be writing on stuff. I be writing on everything, but we just gonna wing it like I normally do. And yeah. Oh, this is, yeah, I have no idea. All that is journal stuff. So anyway, y'all, I've been very busy practicing my art. I'm very proud of where my art is going. I'm going places. I am creating, practicing. This month, the sales didn't do too good on the other stuff. I don't know what the changes are taking place for Amazon. And my Shopify store. I'm not doing nothing until after the beginning of the year. So y'all safe right now. I'm gonna put the full court press on. So if y'all don't want to be bothered with that, then don't show up next year. Because I'm gonna work that out and my art stuff. So I have to figure out a way. There's a few things that I need to figure out for my art. Trying to see where and I have goals for that. And yeah, so I'm excited and I'm loving it and I'm having fun. Like I get up very early in the morning, do the prayer thing, and then just from that, after that, if I don't have students till like late at night, I'm just drawing and practicing and my blending and everything is getting better. But that's what I have a question. I know some of y'all don't really care about art stuff, but hopefully I'll change that too. We'll change our outlook about Africa and change our outlook about art because I have always, been one to, I like Picasso and Kandinsky and stuff like that, like abstract art. I have always really liked that. So I was kind of excited and I did want to talk about it last week, but I was just so tired. I was like, I can't do it. I need a nap. And then I never get these naps. But these people that were very popular on the art scene with their like abstract art, I found out, I was really proud about it. that their art was influenced from Africa. And I said, oh, that's the connection that I love this abstract art, because they're supposed to be like the fathers, creators of abstract Cubanism, expressionism, all this stuff, all these isms. And initially, Picasso denied that that's where his creative juices start flowing because of visiting Africa or whatever. Then he finally later on admitted to it that and he did a whole collection that was like paintings, but it was like based on African masks. So we have abstract art is ours. I don't care what nobody say. I'm saying it. Abstract art is our art. And I'm having a hard time finding people that look like me that do abstract art. Now, most of the people that I'm finding, I'm still searching. I'm not giving up, because I know it's, it's hard. And a lot of people, we've always had the joke growing up, starving artists, that artists don't make a lot of money, but that's not true either. When you know better, you do better. And art is really a great investment. So what's that guy's name? The one that OD'd, the black guy from New York. I think he was Haitian. Somebody bought his portrait, one of his portraits for like the really big stars buy his stuff. They bought his painting for like 8 million. And I think they just sold it for like 32 million. Oh gosh, what is that guy's name? I can't think of it right now. Sister to my, she hungry. I'm hungry too. I made soup. So this is like the return, the turnaround on pieces of art. They're really, really good investments. So this is another thing that I'll be trying to put the focus on, because, I said self-taught is an oxymoron, because if I don't know it, how can I teach myself? So I'm self-learned. I'm learning on my own. I'm researching, because that's what I do. I research stuff, and I'm nosy, and I'll be looking to see why is this and why is that. And I noticed that we as a people, we like to draw portraits, and they call it something. What's the word I'm looking for? Figures. They like to draw faces and bodies and stuff like that. I'm just strictly straight abstract. And I'm not even talking about circles and triangles abstract. I'm talking about, go down inside and get this feeling and put it on canvas. I'm not to canvas yet, but I'm getting there. I just posted a reel on Instagram and Facebook about my little black book, and I'm so proud of it. I still got 13 pages to fill up. Pace yourself. But most people, when I looked up how to do this stuff on these black pages, most people don't like to use the black sketch pads, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I always bet on black. So, this is just something like I'm looking for these people. And it's okay, because, I don't like, if you don't like something, you just don't like it. And it's not that I don't like these hyper realism portraits of people, because some of these people are amazing, and they can do a huge lifelike portrait of a person, and it just looks like a picture, like a Polaroid picture, and it's done with nothing but pencil. So these people are definitely amazing, but that's not my thing. Even though, I did pretty good when I did my the face, and I did my eye and everything, but it's just not my thing. Sister got her mugs. Yay! You'll see if you go to the Shopify store. I'm not even, like I said, not doing it. You'll see some of my sketches on the mugs and stuff on my Shopify store, because anything that I do, I did it myself. So that's my shameless plug for my Shopify store. But you get a break because it's Christmas, and after the holiday, I will be back at it full steam ahead. But for right now, it's just, just giving just a little FYI, little stuff like that, the things that I'm finding out about the art world, and it's absolutely amazing. And so it's kind of like the thing, like, we have stuff as Africans, descendants of Africans, and then everybody else is taking credit for it. So basically the abstract thing is ours. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Anyway, let's just go briefly over year in review. You take a picture of them and send them to me. Send them to my inbox. Yeah. I hope they're good quality. Anyway, this year has been, woo. Whoa, it's been, some highs and definitely some lows. Hey, Ida, welcome. It's Christmas time. We have to be mindful of people, especially ones that this is their first holiday season without certain loved ones, parents, children, siblings. It could be rough. As I was saying earlier, I don't celebrate Christmas, and I haven't celebrated Christmas for 15 years because 15 years is when I lost my dad at Christmas. So Christmas don't have the same thing to me. And it's really, really a struggle. And so even though when I was in the US and I was working, I would work through Christmas. I'd be like, just work, drive till I couldn't hold my head up. So I'd be too tired to even think about that. This season has come to mean for me. And so now I'm drawing. So, that's good therapy or whatever. But I realize that certain things still trigger. And so even though there's lots of Muslims here, the Christian people, I think my driver said that Christmas is a huge deal in the North and New Year's is a huge deal in the South, which is Accra and all those places. And so there's Christmas music playing, there's decorations, and I had to like get in the store and get out. And I really didn't get most of what I need because if you just listen to it, I think our sister, as we were talking about it, Christmas music is really freaking sad. So unless it's like Run DMC or something, I might be okay with that. But I'm just like not even trying to listen to none of that stuff because it's like thinking about stuff and you get sad. And I don't want to be sad because I got so much to be grateful for. Everybody's listening, heard of the story, the DJ dancer guy committed suicide. There's a lot of stuff going on. So at this time of year is the worst when people feel like they don't have any other outlet. So check on your people and make sure they're okay. It's really sad and unfortunate. And if you have not, everybody's got to leave this earth at some time or the other, but if you have never lost someone at a holiday, it really, really puts a damper on things. It's just like, it is, okay. It is, it's really rough. And especially like people just lost somebody in the summer or something, and they used to spending time with their family members. Just FYI, my family really ain't never been that close. Like me and sister, we go get, matter of fact, that's how I found my dad in distress because I had the Tupperware. We was going to get our food and we go camp out and hang out, and my dad was in distress. And so we took him to the hospital, and then he left here like the next day. So tomorrow's actually the anniversary of that. So, just stay busy. And quite honestly, today I felt like I could have slept to the 3rd or the 5th of January so y'all can get over all y'all Christmas bullshit. Like, I'm over it, but I'm cool. I had to get up and work. So my students kept me pretty busy. And so everybody was like, you Americans, y'all really, do Christmas. And I'm just like, y'all don't celebrate Christmas? So I'm finding out like my Chinese students and Middle Eastern students, these people don't celebrate Christmas. And so I'm like, shoot, me either. It's a thing. So I noticed that it was a lot of goats and stuff. So these folks finna eat So I made soup. I'm gonna have soup because I don't want fresh kill. Like, oh, no fresh kill for me. Like, mm-mm. So yeah. I'm trying to get this picture. But yeah, so oh, that's kind of light though. Okay. Oh, that's the frosted mug. Okay. My sister got her mugs from the Shopify store. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So yeah, so other than that, um, the kids are out from school. So then we had an issue the other day. It wasn't really an issue, but it was like a moment of what are y'all doing? So we take our garbage and we throw it across the street. It's a little, somebody dug like a little pit. It's not very deep. The goats get in it, the pigs get in. We got pigs. We got pigs running around. So the goats and the pigs, the sheep, chicken, the guinea fowl, everybody gets into the garbage. It's all up and down the street. Initially, the girls said they couldn't burn it because it was the rainy season. It wasn't gonna burn. Now rainy season is done. They can't burn it because the grass gonna catch fire. Well, shit, y'all set the grass on fire anyway, and because that's your idea of cutting the grass is to just burn it. And so the other day, I went. I think it was Wednesday. Um, I went to throw my garbage out, and the goats they know me because I eat a lot of fruit. So the goats they know me. If something is bad, I'm not gonna take a risk and eat it. So I just kind of throw it in the garbage. And the goats literally, I've watched them just rip my garbage up and go for it because they know there's something good in there. So they look, they stop and look at me, and when I throw it in the pit, they land on it. Well, before I can get back in my gate, the little boys, they was like, Asia, Amina. And I was like, hey, babies. Before I could get in the gate, they done tore down the hill. They was playing on the dirt hill, chased the goats off and picked up the garbage. And I said, what are you doing? And they just looking at me and I'm looking at them like, what are y'all doing? So they finna rifle through my garbage. And I'm like, no, don't do that. I said, don't eat that. And they're looking like crazy. And I'm looking at them crazy. And I said, wait, because I had a watermelon in here that I hadn't eaten because when I cut open the other one, it didn't look too cool on the inside. So I didn't eat that. The goats had a field day with that. And so when I picked it up, it had sat there for so long that it had started to get that little moldy patch on it. And so I was like, no, don't eat this. Let the goats eat it. And the little boy grabbed it out of my hand and he started digging the moldy part off. I was about to throw up, but I was like, you're going to get sick. And he just took off and ran with it. So I asked my neighbor, I was like, why are they doing that? Like, this is a really nice neighborhood. Why are the kids going around eating the garbage? And she said, she's kind of laughed like, oh, that's what they do. What? That's not that what? And so my driver, he was like, yeah, he said they're out from school right now. So they usually get a meal at school. And when they get home, then they eat in the evening. So they're not getting that extra meal. So they just out. He said they do it all the time. And they're just like, okay with it. So this is where cultural difference, because I can't. I would tear my child up if I caught them doing some crap like that. Good thing I don't have any. You know, I felt bad. And then they were like, oh, no, that's like, they do it all the time. Like, it's the most, they're not hungry, y'all, is what I'm trying to say. Their little ass is just bad and they digging in the garbage looking for stuff. So he said they might be hungry, but, they out playing. So they're just getting it out of the garbage. What? No. So that was that. Gross. I just can't with them. And our water, so they were fixing something way down in the craw. And the water has been out for like over a week, but it came on yesterday. But it had been out for like 10 days or something like that. And I was getting nervous because I was like, shoot, is my water coming from my tank or whatever, the flow was starting to get a little skinny. And so it came on. My tank was so empty. It took 2 days to fill my water, my poly tank on the roof. It took 2 days to fill it. And I don't know if it's because the flow is not as strong as it normally would be, or because it was empty. I'm like, whoo, Tamale, you doing me. So this is some things that I am going to have to figure out in the next several months. Like my lease, I'm paid through October. My visa is good through 2024. I get my creative juices flowing up here in Tamale, but Tamale is toxic. I just really can't deal with this area. Like I don't think I can stay here. And that's not, I know y'all like, she just move around. She just do, it's not that. Like, I think if I go a little further south, that I'll be okay, because this place is really outdated. It's really behind schedule. And when I want something and I got to go through all these channels to get it, I'm not really feeling that. So I'm going to see what happens. So I think at the very least, I may move south. Just go a little for now. I don't want to go into a crowd because they got all that flood. And then that's what I was telling Golden. I was speaking with Golden earlier. You know, the cons of other places outweigh the cons here in Ghana, because I was trying to figure out, like, where else can I go? And quite honestly, there's not very many people that came to Africa when I came that are still here, but I'm still holding on. Like, I refuse to give up on these countries in Africa. It's just, you know, it's different. It's a culture shock, and it you know, I'm very flexible, very open-minded. So, but just certain stuff that I just can't deal with. And so this was one of the reasons, even before coming to Ghana, that I knew I was going to have an issue with. Like, the president bought all these sanitation trucks, build a waste management plant, and it's still garbage everywhere. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I'm ready to go take my lighter and some rubbing alcohol or something, go set all that shit on fire, because you know what, that breeds rats, which was one of the reasons. Like, I'm thinking like Kenya. Nope. Kenya had a serious rat mouse problem. I don't know what you call it. I was sitting in a restaurant. I was going to go somewhere, and I went to get something to eat at the restaurant, and I'm sitting there, and it was connected to like a little bodega type store. It was like a little fruit market type deal. And the boys moved the rack. It was some young boys that worked in there. And that big ass rat came out of there, and they had them sticks and they was hitting at it. And I was like, oh, what is it? And they was laughing. You know, it was like a game to them. I'm going to glory. I can't do critters. I'm just getting to where I don't jump too much from the lizards, because they seem to get in my kitchen sink, and it's too slippery for them to get out. They can't get out. So I have to rescue the lizards and get them out of the sink. And I'm like, just don't jump on me. Don't jump on me, and we will be just fine. I'm trying to help you. Keep calm. And it takes several attempts, because I just can't stand them things. Like, we can't coexist. It's awful. And so my chickens, I got 2 chickens that when I moved in here, they was little babies. So they come to the door. They're not afraid of me anymore. And they know I'm going to give them some crackers or some oats or something. I don't know whose chicken they are, but they seem to be ours, because they never leave the compound. And, it's just like, wow, animal kingdom here. We got goats. I posted a video of all the guinea fowl. The guinea fowl gangbangers, and the other day they was all up on the wall back here, and I was like, what is going on? Because guinea fowl make a lot of noise, and I'm wondering, they said guinea fowl is poetry, but they look like buzzards to me. They look just like gray freaking vultures or whatever, but they eat them here tough as wood leather. I don't eat it. It's too hard. So there's some things that I've kind of gotten used to here, the lack of water flow, And we've even the other night we like didn't have electricity for. It went out in the morning, came back on, then it went off at like 3 o'clock, and it was out most of the night. It came back on, and then it went out again somewhere in the night while I was sleeping. So I ended up getting up at like 3 o'clock in the morning because I was just hot. It's like ain't no circulation, ain't no breeze coming through. My bedroom is the hottest room in the house for some reason. And so I just came out here and just started piddling around. And yeah, I was just up. So these are just things that I deal with. Um, you know, this is a fairly new house, but things don't work in it. And so, FYI, if you're coming to Africa and you rent a house or something, these people literally expect you to pay for the repairs, like anything. Like, in the US, we say, oh, it's structural damage. The landlord or the owner is responsible for it. Not here. If you live in it and something break, they want you to pay for it. And I'm just like, I'm not doing it. I don't own it. So no, I can't, player. I cannot. So this is just, some of the things that you get used to dealing with here. And I mean, it doesn't take a special kind of person. Everybody's like, if you're this and you're that, don't come to Africa. I'm not going to say that. But it takes some getting used to it. And if you're just a stubborn person and you can't, adjust and adapt, then, do your thing. I'm not going to say don't come here. Come and check it out because you'll find that this is like, wow. This is like, it still freaks me out. Like, wow, I'm in Africa. These people are weird. For the most part, I'm like, oh, y'all so weird, But I love my African people. I cuss them out on a daily basis in my mind. It's like, it is what it is. And I know it's Christmas time. My phone started ringing a lot. I ain't even answering. I ain't got no money. I mean, we ain't giving out no Christmas cheer. I ain't got no money, which I want. Everybody wants something. I want something too. So we just nip that in the bud. Like, I don't celebrate Christmas, and that's that. You got a situation, so do I. You'll learn how to deal with these people because it's kind of like being a judge or a police officer. You stop people, you pull them over. After you've been at this for a while, you start hearing these excuses and stories over and over and over again, and everybody's got a sob story. I got one too. I was like, it is what it is. So 2023, yeah, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a better year. Yeah, it's gonna be a better year. Every year is gonna be better. Every day is gonna be better. But same old BS because I'm gonna still be right here in Africa dealing with this stuff. It's just a matter of which position am I going to locate what I want to do. Nigeria, yeah, I can't with Nigeria, but they've got some really great artists coming out of Nigeria. And it's just really amazing. I'm learning a lot. So I'm trying to see where I could strategically locate myself. And it just very well may be to the south of here. Yeah, every day it's like breathing exercise just to deal with Tamale. And it's like you can talk to you blue in the face. They just don't get it. So for instance, I was looking for some paint supplies and trying to see, just makeshift, like outside of going to this store, Melcom, which is really expensive. And basically for the most part, I'm waiting for a package. And then I ended up calling the art store in Accra, having the a bus company person go pick it up and put it on the bus and send it to me, like extra, extra, extra. But that's what I had to do because there's no art supplies up here. And I'm like, well, what do people that are artists do up here? And everybody's like looking like, what's an artist? Like, what? And I'm trying to get things, and all they sell is, so well, maybe if I go to the paint store, they got the little, what is it, a pint, a quart, or whatever, paint, in case you just have to paint around the door jamb or something. Everything is like 5-gallon jugs is like the smallest thing because that's what they do. They get a big thing of paint, paint the walls all different colors, and and they just, it's for houses. They have nothing. It's just amazing. So I did get my carpenter to make me an easel. He did actually a good job on it, and a little supply drawer to put my colored pencils and stuff in. So I'm like, okay, I'm cool. I don't have to come out the house. I can ride. Y'all don't even know I can ride them 10 months out and never see the light of day. I come out once a week, and that's that. But I seriously, seriously doubt it if I stay in this area. It's just maybe not going to happen. Yeah. So that's that. Anyway, what else? Oh, my neighbor is pregnant. Gossip. My neighbor's pregnant, and I told her she was going to be pregnant, but she didn't believe me. I think it's like a guinea fowl up on the wall, or I keep seeing something walk by there. Oh, so my other neighbor on the other side of the field behind me, one day I was talking on the phone, and I just hear this roaring sound like fire. And I look back at the window, and the flames are just shooting up, shooting up. So he's back there burning the grass. So I had to go out and see what's going on, because that wall is only maybe 4 feet at the most from the back of my house. It's not much space at all. And so he's like, he's burning the grass to get the snakes. And I'm like, the what? Are you running them this way? He was like, no, no, no. If they come out, he had this big, he called it a cutlass. I say machetes. It was like that. And it had a little curve at the tip. So it might've been, I don't know. He said, did I kill it? He's very poisonous, very poisonous. And I'm like, oh, I'm straight. Like, what the hell? I just can't deal with this. So I was outside that morning that the power was out. And I'm taking pictures of the sunrise. Sunrise starts coming up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. And I hear somebody saying, Amina, scared the shit out of me. And I was like, who in the hell is calling me? It was the neighbor. He was coming from the mosque. And yeah, he shot a shot. He was like, maybe we can get to know each other better. No, we can't. What's wrong with y'all? Like, leave me alone. I'm all up in my yard minding my own business. And so he's like, maybe this. So I guess he got the hint. Maybe he got offended. I don't know. I don't care, but I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Sorry, not sorry. So all I want to know was why you was burning so close to my window. I couldn't breathe. We got black soot all over the place. This is the life that I live. So it's pretty cool. My neighborhood is really nice. So yeah, so that's their idea of cutting the grass. If you have been here, if you went in Kenya or Tanzania, whatever you want to call it, they cut the grass with what they call it, a cutlass, a machete, and they whack the hell out of that grass, a whole field with this giant knife is what I will call it. And so you just don't see lawnmowers over here. So over here, they set the grass on fire. I'm like, a lawnmower will do you, but I guess not on their watch. So they set the grass on fire. And so all the fields here are down to size. They've been burned. So yeah, it's a different world. Aha. So that's that. I hope that you all are where you need to be and that you're staying warm, because can y'all see me sweating? I'm sweating like a mule. All I gotta do is stand up and flip the switch, but I'm fixing to finish this out. And yeah. But somebody was asking me about getting monetized. It probably won't happen. And quite honestly, the more I get into this art thing, probably the further away from YouTube that I will get, unless people say they're interested in art, because that's the direction that my life is going, inshallah. So it is what it is. This is not a farewell, but it is, prepared amount. You may see less and less of me. Because unless, I may go somewhere, do something. There's Mole National Park. I think it's like it's 120 kilometers. I don't know how much that is. All I know is 8 kilometers is 5 miles. So you do the math. But it with, 2-lane highway. So I think it's like 2 hours away. And they got some elephants and stuff there. And then the other way, I don't know how far away this place is, Sankara or something like that. It's like the upper east. Let me see. Boca is the upper east, upper west, upper east. I don't know. I'm in the northern region right now. So that over there is the caves and the oldest mosque in Ghana. It's like 400 or 500 years old or something. This is the area where they escaped being caught into the slave trade because they dug these caves and hid in these caves. And if the slave catcher people, the thieves were getting too close to them, then they would attack them and they wouldn't know what hit them because they were up in the ground. So I want to see that place. That's some of the things that I hope to do before I leave this area. And then if I go south, they got like a waterfall down there. I've been to through the Volta region when I was going to Togo, but there's more interesting stuff down that way. I've been to the slave castles and Slave River and all that stuff. So, that this is like my third time in Ghana. So I'm just trying to run through list of places that I could go next, and nothing seems appealing. So it very well just may be that I just have to move a little closer to the south. And that's no big deal, at least not in the way I do it. I move a lot. So it's no big deal for me. It would be harder, of course, to go back to East Africa or whatever. And so, yeah, that's that. And I don't know if I'm gonna come on next week. I think I may come on. For those of you, if y'all are, I'm too old to be going out. And I don't know how they do it here because Islam, we have a different type of calendar than the Gregorian calendar. So I don't even know what they do on New Year's. So I'll be right here and possibly go live and give my end of year speech. So I think I covered a lot of ground this year. Let's see, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Zambia was the year before. So I'm just like 4 or 5 countries this year. So that didn't do too bad. So we know the major thing was visa issues, and it's still going to be visa issues because every time I read that your visa costs, for certain stuff costs $1,500 and your visa could get rejected and you don't get that money back. I'm like, I'm straight. I am straight. And then I was talking to this other girl, she's in Namibia, and you can go to Namibia for 14 days without a visa as a US citizen. But then she starts talking about racism between the white people, the colored people, and the indigenous people, which is the true African people. The colored people are the mulattoes. And then, of course, the white people are the Germans that colonized that area. And so the indigenous people say they'd rather work for the white people than work for these half-caste people because the mixed mulatto people treat them really, really bad. And I was like, girl, you don't want me to come to Namibia because I would be to slap the taste out of a light-skinned heifer's mouth. Don't. I still, am struggling with this whole anger issue thing, but racism is something I'm not going to tolerate. That's why I'm not in the United States. And I'd be damned if a light skin is going to try to treat me less than because they think they're lighter than me and that makes them better. So we ain't even going to deal with Namibia. And I would like to see that sand dune over there. Don't hear too much about Angola. I want to go somewhere different if I do go back that way. And I think I'm just going to go south. And I used to use the push one with the blades on it. The one that when you push it, the little thing in the middle go in a circle, Tommy. No motor. Is that the one you're talking about? That's what they need over here, the no motor one. At least they won't throw their shoulder out of whack swinging a blade. But yeah, this is this has been an adventure, and this year went by like super duper fast. So I wish that everybody the best. I hope y'all get what y'all want for Christmas, or y'all got what y'all churn wanted, or whoever. Because I don't think nobody my age still got no little babies. Y'all should be grandparents by now. Um, yeah, and do all that stuff because I'm gonna shut it down. Except me, a cigarette. um, Amazing. Christmas 2022. I promise you, this time last year, I was sitting over in Arusha enjoying my life. And I do miss Arusha, and I still want to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. And yeah, but we're not even going to play the visa game with them over there. Plus, they don't like me and told me not to come back. So, because I can't produce them no trip to the no ticket to the United States. So, yeah, a whole year has gone by us. A lot of people didn't make it. So, to those that didn't make it, rest in peace. And the ones that y'all that are still here, I can't tell you not to be sad, and I can't tell you how long to grieve, but just know they in a better place than us. We down here struggling. I heard the whole United States is frigidly cold right now. And things are going crazy, shelves are empty, all sorts of stuff. So every day above the ground is a blessing. Just be grateful, give thanks, alhamdulillah, and be grateful for what you do have. It may not be a lot, it may not be what you think you should have, but don't worry. Trouble don't last always. You will get there. All right, y'all. It's been real. I think I'll eat my soup and maybe start on another drawing. If you're on my Facebook or whatever, hit that reel up and check it out. I don't know how to, I don't think I can put a reel up on YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to draw. It's been real. Merry Christmas, ho, 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 season's greeting, happy holiday, all that other stuff. Hopefully, I will see y'all next year. Next week, I might grab me another bottle of wine. I've been doing really good up until recently. And I think a little bit of wine never hurt anybody, but it's haram. Alcohol is haram, but I like what I like. So it's probably the problem with me and religion, doing what I want to do. So maybe I will come and just do, y'all can come and go as y'all please. I'm going to hit 2023 5 hours before the East Coast. So that's what I'll be over here doing. And maybe I'll start at 11:45 p.m. my time, which will be 6:45 p.m. your time, and just sit up here camped out until it's New Year's on the East Coast. Like a good idea. Maybe I'll get 2 bottles of wine. Who knows? But yes, because great things are coming for the future. Just hold on, hang in there. All right, y'all. It's been real. Yes. Enjoy the rest of your day, your family, all that. I'm out.